Yo, what is up, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's your boy Jzalo coming at you with a video. Today, I kind of want to discuss something that I was asked. Let me see if I can get that question. I was asked here by David, what about fighting behavior, like tips for movement, for escaping the raider, beating him, strategies as a team, and stuff. So I kind of want to cover that today because I think that is extremely important, and the way I can cover that, because of course the beta is now over, kind of wanted to go over one of the streams that I have. So kind of want to watch this and skip to the parts that do matter. So generally what you really want to be going for is leveling yourself up, because if you're at a lower level than him, so let's say Frieza is approaching level 2 and I would still be at level 1, if I go fight Frieza or Frieza comes and finds me, it's going to be a lot harder for me to actually deal damage to Frieza. For like strategies as a team, be all over. Like, you want to spread out. You really don't want to be in the same area as other survivors, because it kind of just stunts your progression in the game. So here I just made it to level 2, so if I wanted to right now and go fight Frieza, I would be able to do damage, not as much. But if, for example, if you see that you and your team, if you're playing this with an actual squad of what, 7 people, if you see you and your team are stronger than the raider, if you guys all correlate and go and fight the raider, you guys would finish up the game as quickly as possible, for sure. Especially if it's a raider that doesn't really know much of what he's doing, then yeah. So here I go level 2 because I see that I am stronger than Frieza, and I'm just over here trying to help and fight. So we deal a lot of damage to him. As you can see here, we literally just teamed up, but he's powered up. He hit 2 now, so it's not gonna be the same. He's gonna tank a little bit more now. We're on equal ground, so you want to definitely head out. I pop this soda, brings me back up, and I try to fight him alone, but as you can see, we're on equal ground, so that will always happen. If you guys are the same level, yeah, you'll be able to defend yourself, but you won't deal as much damage. So if the goal pretty much is what I'm saying, you want to definitely be above the raider, like in level, or at least the same level, to defend yourself and escape easier. We pretty much had location X open, and we had people distracting him, fighting him, while others were working on location X, and that gave us the win. So this was a pretty quick match. So right, so if we go back here when we're fighting Frieza, let me see, we already had what, 4 out of 5 locations pretty much done. When I do pull up to fight Frieza, location X is already ready. So we have a few, we have 3 of us fighting Frieza, or maybe no, yeah, we definitely have 3 or 4 of us fighting Frieza, while the other 3 or 4 are working on location X, which I think is a very awesome strategy. But that only happened because we were stronger than Frieza. So in terms of that, you definitely want to distract Frieza while location X is up and running. You can see here the speed is insane. Like, the speed on location X is wild. So you definitely have a bunch of people on here. While I'm here distracting him, or he's distracted by me, they're able to get location X at halfway, probably even more. And you have this guy here protecting or trying to defend me, but I think he notices and heads over to location X, but by that time it's already too late. I'm getting rezzed and location X is pretty much done, you know. So that was awesome. We definitely did that. That was awesome. All right, in terms of movement, I want to highlight something that I seen one of the survivors do on here when they was trying to res me, which I thought was pretty dope, if I am being completely honest. So this person here, Set Nova, I believe it was Set Nova. Watch this, watch the movement. He is using that dodge very, very awesome, and dodging Frieza this whole time, not getting hit. So in terms of movement, you definitely want to use that dodge, because it will save you a bunch of hits from Frieza or from the Raider in general. And then he head out, he left, and while that Frieza is distracted, I think I got rezzed here. I don't quite remember. Yes, so I got rezzed here, and I thought that was great. He definitely wanted me, so I tried to get in there, and it was a complete fail. So I end up dying, and it's whatever. So, but I just kind of want to highlight the dodge ability. I actually should have rolled into my pod, or at least rolled before I got into my pod, so that I can at least bait the hit. But I'm not sure if he could have destroyed my pod right there. I just got taken out of my pod, so I can't do much about that. So here's another game. So yeah, so in terms of strategy, you definitely want to spread out. So you want to like look for the keys, but also level up at the same time. So you want to keep that in mind, and also have items so that they become useful to your survivability. Another pointer for movement, if you do see the raiders near you, you can crouch or do the hiding ability. For PC, I think is control, left control, and do your best to have an escape pod. If you don't have the escape pod, do your best to try to just get out of that area. So you see, I pretty much called down my pod and I went opposite of where he was. What I like to do also with my pod, I don't know if I show it here. So what I like to do with my pod is I like to look for where the raider is. As you can see, I look around, I look to where the raider is, and I go completely opposite of where he's at. Definitely use that to your advantage. Don't just go anywhere. When if you do have that pod unlock, the Vegeta pod, definitely look around for the raider, see where he's at, see where he's going, and go opposite of where he is at currently, so that you can give yourself more time to survive. I definitely highly recommend that zip line. That zip line, it goes so far, like incredibly far. The charge time or the cooldown is not that bad. So I personally like to use, for mobility, right? For mobility, I like to use the zip line, the Kaioken, and the escape pod. So there's a combo that I have with the Kaioken where I would solar flare. That's why I have solar flare in my arsenal. I will solar flare. If I catch them, I will call down my pod, and that has some time for it to come down. As solar flare, that stun is ending on the raider, I will then Kaioken to push them back, and then by that time my pod should be there, and I'll take my pod and head out. Right, the zip line is just for like last minute mobility, in terms of if I get knocked out of my pod or I get discovered easily, I can just zip line across the map, and there you go. And also in terms of leveling up, I found that destroying all the destructibles and getting Zenny, and then looking for the vending machine that has the medium power cube is 100% key. You definitely want to get that, because the power cube, the medium power cube, you can only find it in the vending machine. Spend all your Zenny on there. and you'll level up extremely quick. Another strategy on helping each other out, sometimes Frieza himself will have a Dragon Ball, so even though you look for it as much as you can, there will be a chance that you won't be able to find it, right? So if you can't find it anywhere on the map, that definitely means Frieza has it. So we come here and we just fight him so that he can drop the Dragon Balls. All you got to do is hit him once and he should drop that Dragon Ball. He's taking hella chunks of damage there. Yeah, we did find it. So this guy goes and summons Shenron. Another move or another strategy is, if someone has majority of the Dragon Balls, give them the Dragon Balls. Don't fight for who can get the Dragon Ball. There's a lot of people that I have come across that are stubborn, that don't want to give up the Dragon Balls just because maybe they want it themselves. Please don't be stubborn. Just give up the Dragon Ball that you have. It makes it so much easier for everyone to escape, and everyone gets the Shenron emblem. So it's not only you, okay? I mean, it's not only the person that calls Shenron, it's everybody. So the survivors get that skill, we all get that XP. So don't be hard-headed. Playing the Raider, specifically Cell, is extremely fun. I have so much fun playing Cell that it's ridiculous. Being this little roach creature, him having these hops, I just have so much fun. I want to showcase some gameplay of the Raider just to show you how OP Cell is and how you should be as a Raider. So here I fight this guy because we're both level 1, so that is nothing to me. As the Raider, you're gonna definitely win if you guys are both equally powered. So that's why, as a survivor, you want to be stronger level than the Raider, because if you're stronger, he can't do nothing to you. If you're the same levels, you guys are just gonna be clashing majority of the time. So here with Cell, look at this. With Cell has a unique ability, which is that he can sense the survivors ki, like their Kai. And look at that. Off the bat, I find 3 of them nearby, all grouped up. I already took one down and I find 3 more. This is overpowered playing as Cell. The fact that he can sense your aura is insane. And the range, I have no idea how much range it has, but if you're nearby, best believe you're getting sensed. So what I recommend as a survivor and you're near Cell, get your ass out of there. No matter how far you think he is, get away. Get as far as possible away from wherever Cell is, because he can sense your aura. And once he senses your aura and he goes after you, there's nothing you can really do because you can't hide from him, you know. So here you're gonna see some insane plays right here. I already took one down, so this is another person I'm gonna be taking down soon. Boom, he's down. Yeah, I go off using my sense, and look at that. Right away I was able to find another person. So just that ability is so OP. It's insanely overpowered. So this person tried to get away from me, but then I found him really quick because just because of that aura sense. If it wasn't for that, he would have gotten away from me. Honestly, if I'm being really honest with you, I lost him here. I didn't know where the heck he went. Like right here, and I lost. Like I don't know where he went. If it wasn't for the sense, I would not have found him. So Cell is extremely overpowered. He is insanely good. For those who want to use him, you want to definitely use that aura sense, that key sense, because it is insane. So notice every time I power up, I don't use the area destruction, just because I don't feel the need to waste time if I know where everyone is. Look at this. I already took down 4 people. 2 are out the game, 2 are waiting to be rezzed, and this one is about to go down. So Cell is insanely amazing at being the raider and taking people down so easily. That aura sense, that key sense is wild. So there's only 2 people left now, and I used the Kai sense and immediately find somebody cowering in the back, thinking he's good, thinking he's hiding from me, and I just pretty much go after him. I believe only 1 person escaped this match, but bro, I did not allow them to do anything. No progress was done, no keys were found. I just finished him off, and that was that. Yeah, that was that. The last person escaped. So playing as Frieza, the same thing. One of the things that Frieza can do, yeah, so when you take someone down as Frieza, what you can use your 3 and your 4, you can have these guys camp the body. So look at that. I send out him to be on there, so if anyone comes nearby that body, he'll get hit by them. So he'll just watch that body for me, which I think is overpowered. I find this guy, I hurt somebody, and I find this guy back here, rocked him, finished him off. Frieza is insane. He's really, really good as well. Like, they're both really good. Had him cornered back here. He couldn't really do anything, you know. There was nothing he could have done there. He was pretty much stuck in there with me. Finished him off. But yeah, pretty much I think I took everyone down besides 1. Off the bat, I find a level 3 dragon radar, which is amazing. If you are able to find that dragon radar right away, what you should be doing is looking for the dragon balls. Forget about the keys, forget about everything else, just look for the dragon balls, right? So I'm here looking for these dragon balls, and I find 2, find the 3rd one by myself, right, while everyone is pretty much dying to Cell. I get a res off, find the 4th, find the 5th, so I have 6 dragon balls. But by this time, when I find the 7th dragon ball, Cell is already at perfect form. But you know what, it's fine. So we find the last one and summon Shenron. Do me justice, baby. Yo, yeah, we're about to shoot the hands right now. What's up? I should not have ranged him. I should have honestly gone in and done my damage up close. So pro tip, if you get your level 4 through Shenron and you're fighting a raider that's already at level 4, do not range them. Fight them up close. That is where you will win. Yeah, just me and you. No escape, bro. No escape. So look at that. Look at that damage right there that I did up close again. No ranging, don't range, just fight this person up close and you will do a lot of damage. You got it. He's just spamming those ki blasts like nobody's business. Like he's extremely smart for that. Like I don't blame him for it. I can't do really nothing about it. I try to escape actually because you got it. Wait for it. Watch. I thought I hit him there, but look at that. Look at how long it charges up the spirit bomb. Look how much damage I took myself. I took a ton of damage while I was charging up that spirit bomb just to miss and pretty much get taken down. He took me down. No. So yeah, if I can say anything, and just to conclude with this video, is if you get Shenron up close battles, don't range them, especially if you have super sphere bomb. Don't do it. It's not worth it. For movement, get away from Cell as fast as possible because of that ability that he has. Always watch and be aware of where the raider is. For strategy, definitely spread out and look for those keys. If you have more Dragon Balls, and this is for anyone in general, if you have more Dragon Balls than somebody else, definitely see if you can get them to hand you the rest of them. You should. If you don't have that many Dragon Balls, just give up the Dragon Balls. It's fine. For the raider, honestly, SL, use that key sense anytime you get it and go around and look for civilians so that you can level up as quickly as possible. You want to stay above the survivors level, because if they are at a higher level than you can definitely get bullied. For the survivors, try your best to have a higher level than the raider so that you can bully the raider. If you all are at a higher level than the raider, you all should just have a coordinated attack on the raider, because he cannot fend you all off at the same time. Anyways, that concludes it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Peace.